Orlando Pirates press conference ahead of the MTN8 final, where we'll be facing off against Amazulu FC at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. That's coming Saturday, 5th of November. I'm joined by the home team coach, Coach Jose Riveiro. As well as Captain Innocent Maela. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm just gonna kickstart things. I'm just gonna ask you routine question, Coach. If you can just take us through the preparations for the team going into the final, and also from a player's perspective, how are you guys preparing for the final, focusing on that particular match? Coach, if you can please start.
Yes, good morning. The preparation is starting today. It's going to be our first session after the last match in relation with the week. As usually, trying to prepare the game as good as possible in every aspect, conditional, tactically, and emotional as well. And it's nice to start weeks like this with a final in the horizon and with full of illusion and motivation, obviously.
Good morning, everyone. Like the coach has already alluded, we're starting our preparations today. We're starting our week today. So yeah, we have an opportunity to play the final. We have an opportunity to play for a trophy. Like the coach has said, a very emotional week. But the most important thing for us players is to focus on our training sessions, focus on the next task at training, and focus on planning for the match. For us, that's the most important thing, to make sure that we are full in during our sessions so that we can be well prepared for the match.
You had to spoil it, bro.
Thanks, Soweto from ENC. We saw you were substituted in the Soweto Derby over the weekend. Are you able to tell? I know the coach likes to say when it comes to such matters, but in terms of your fitness level, how is it coming along? Thanks.
Yeah, I think it's true that people saw that I couldn't finish the match, because of an injury that I had. But we are still busy with the team doctors. We are still busy with the physios. So yeah, it's still early to tell. But I feel good. I feel confident, and we will see as the week goes by. So nothing confirmed as yet.
Joseph from Sports. Coach, and starting with you, Coach, where do you start looking at how the boys fared last week? Was it more of a mental matter that you had to deal with, looking at the result that was a league result, but now going into the final, was there any mental, preparation that was done ahead of the physical preparation with the players, and how are they coming along after the defeat to Kaizer Chiefs?
Did you say where they fail?
No. How did they do?
No, we as usual we have to analyze the reasons that didn't allow us to get a good result in our last match. We did the job. We analyzed the reasons with the players. We are usually winning or losing. We are usually critic with ourselves in order to keep improving. That's the only way. And obviously, when you don't get a good result, you go deeper because you're angry, you're disappointed. So players, coaching staff, we want to change the situation as soon as possible, and we know, because we are all experienced about this type of process, players and coaches, that we need to put even more emphasis in the small details and small things in order to be again, the team that we really want to be, and that wasn't possible be in our best version in the last match, even though it was a version good enough to get a better result, and we know it as well. So we don't analyze the results usually. We try to learn from our performance and continue.
We'll start at the back. That's fine.
Good afternoon, Coach. This is Kevin Kaizer for Sports News South Africa. So, considering the good form that goalkeeper Siyabonga Mbonjane has been in, and the freakish nature of the goal that he conceded, and Richard Ofori's ambitions of getting some form going into the World Cup, will this influence your selection for slots between the sticks on Saturday or Saturday evening?
I have 4 keepers in the squad. Copano, Sipo, Siyabonga and Richard. They are all of them going to train this week as usually, and in the end of the week we have to make a decision about which one is the right one to play this game.
Coach Lorenzo from Leslie Times. Using the derby, does it bring you and the team more motivation to obviously rectify this and win a cup? And for captain, what do you see from the AmaZulu side as their strengths that you need to nullify going into the final?
Yes, obviously, like I said before, when we are, all of us, we are competitive people. We are not good losers, to be honest, none of us. So when we are involved in one defeat, like last time, obviously, you want to get rid of that feeling as soon as possible. The sooner is the first training session today, so we need to, if we say that we want to be a different team on Saturday, we have to show it today. There's no reason to wait for Saturday. We have to do it today, and then tomorrow, and then after tomorrow. So, like I said, obviously, players, coaching staff, we are not happy with the last result, and the only way we have to get rid of that feeling is competing again, and until we have the chance to compete, train like top. That's what we are going to do this week.
Oh yeah, to answer your question, yeah, from the previous match that we played against them, we noticed that they play in transition. They leave a lot of players up front so that they can have the edge when they go into transition. So yeah, as the coaches say, still early in the week, we will go deeper with our analysis, but we know what we need to do so that we nullify their strengths, which is transition. We will work on it, but obviously I can't tell you how, but we definitely know their strengths and we know what we need to do, but the week is still early, we will definitely work on it.
Coach, the last interview you said you're going to go back to the drawing board and see to it that the mistakes that happened must never happen again. Is this change of strategy or refining what you've been working on?
No, I think in the football teams, and we are not an exception, there's an evolution always. If you are not changing during the season, we've been already working 4 months, and it's not going to be a good signal if we still being the same team that you show in August, early in August when we start the season. So we try to learn from the games, from the chances we have to compete, and we try to implement adaptations in our style, our intentions when we have the ball, when we don't have the ball. The players' profile is different. If you think about our first start 11 in the season and the last one. So players are the most important in the end. They are the ones who are making the formations and the occupations and etc. in our way to play. So we try to get the best out of them and make them to contribute to the team. It's not about only what I want or what I would like to see. Is what the player in every week is capable to provide.
Final 3 questions? Okay.
Jose from Far Post. Mine is directed to the captain. One gets the sense that you guys are enjoying yourselves under coach. What's the general feeling in camp regarding the way coach is running the team?
Thank you for the question. One of the most important things that he has taught us is, not to dwell on the result, but to focus on the process. So we know as players that we have a long-term goal, and we know that what we need to do step by step for us to get to that level. So as since he has joined us, we know that even when we play, we focus on the steps, and sometimes we can't control the results or how the match will go. But we know that our main focus is the process, and we know how to get there. And what has helped us to enjoy life, our training sessions, our matches, just life in general at the club is the freedom that we have, the tools that are provided for us to perform and play. We know what we need to do at training clearly. We know how to plan for matches clearly, and we know what we need to do in matches, in order for us to prevail. So you go into matches not only with your talent, but we have a clear game plan to follow, and that has helped us a lot because it has provided even more tactics for us to go into matches and perform. So yeah, there's a lot obviously that he has instilled in us, not only about football but also in life in general. So we are learning every day, and yeah, we are enjoying our days and our sessions.
It's timely, so from Times Life. My question is to do you think if you guys manage to win on Saturday, will that allow you guys going forward to play with less pressure and a bit of more confidence, knowing that you finally have that piece of silverware, having last won it 2 years ago?
Well, yeah, we definitely want to win trophies all the time, but I don't think winning on Saturday, which we intend to do, will lessen the pressure. The pressure is always there, whether you play a cup final or ordinary league match. The pressure is always there to perform and win, and to win playing well. So, yeah, I think to a certain extent, the pressure will be lesser, but when you play for a big club like ours, you always expected to win, and pressure is always there.
Thanks, Mikman. Coach, lately we've seen Orlando Pirates is playing sold-out games since that game against Sundowns, the first leg. Another sold out, and the fact that this one was sold out in 2 days. What does it mean to the whole team in terms of making sure you win something for the fans? Thank you.
Yeah, like the captain said, we're playing for a big club. So it's nice to see the stadiums fully packaged. It makes sense. For me, it gives, the sense to all the sacrifices that we do in our profession. When you go to the stadium and you see that what you do is important for the people, otherwise, what's going to be when we say that this is a big club, it's because of, this is one of the main reasons. So we have to accept that pressure, which is nice. To play for a audience and feel straight that you need to perform in your best. That's what they are expecting from us, our best. There are things that we cannot control, but we can control is go to the field on Saturday with determination and with a clear proposal and intention to be better than our opponent, and in the end of the game, be the one who's gonna celebrate.
Coach, the main favor from Soccer Laduma. You just mentioned that you've been working with the team for the past 4 months, and in that 4 months, you now have the opportunity to lift your first piece of silverware in the country, also the club's first in the last 2 years. What would it mean to you personally, Coach, if you were to get victory on Saturday? What would it mean for you as a coach to deliver your first piece of silverware in the country?
Personally, well, it obviously win games. It means a big satisfaction for me to see my players and all the people around happy and satisfied as well with the way we try to do the things. In the end, it's the most important. Find the way you want to do the things, even the way you want to win the games. There's many ways, and all of them are reasonable and acceptable. We have our own, and when you manage to get a good result in one game doing the things in your own way, the personal satisfaction, it's nice. There's 2-3 hours after one victory for a coach, which are, it's something I cannot even explain you. It takes 2-3 hours. After 3 hours you are thinking in the next one already. When you have the chance to play a final, which is in the end not mandatory, but is one of the things that you expect or people expect from you when you are working in a club like Pirates, that you have the chance to be frequently in the decisive games, in the finals. That's something that we are looking for from the beginning. This is the first chance we have to play for something, and we managed to be there. We are very happy that we have the chance to be there on Saturday with the possibility to get a trophy. And I can tell you when it happens how I feel after that personally, but I don't think that I'm gonna get any different feeling than the feeling that I'm usually getting when we win one game.
Thank you. Coach, I've got 2 simple questions here. I'm happy to see you. I can see you relaxed today. Those feelings of high intensity that lasted for a short period after you lost gone. Now I want to say to you, your nemesis coach, after beating you, he said these players had tactical awareness. I want to find out from you, does your Pirates players have that? And question 2.
Thank you. There was a very long question, so we'll take the first question. Coach, do your players have tactical awareness? And Kigalo, can you please get the microphone and move on to the next question up front?
Who, me?
They won
because the tactical awareness is asking if you have tactical awareness.
Ah, okay. I'm not gonna. I don't have opinion about what the other coaches thinks about one result or one performance. Yes, we do. The way we train, the way we work here. It's thinking. It's not only doing. I mean what we're trying to develop here is a team, a group of players with capacity to be a coach on the field, to think, to find solutions. Sometimes we can execute the decision in the right way. It's a difficult and complex sport. We have to execute our decisions with our feet, so it's difficult to be precise, but we don't, as a coaching staff, we don't analyze the outcome of the decision. We analyze the decisions that we made on the field in order to know if we're going to be close to win or not. So obviously we have a group of players experienced and smart enough in the tactical perspective, if that is your question, no, not a discussion. So yeah, sometimes it's possible and sometimes, you know, it's not. It's a sport, it's a game.
Tenda Shabalala, Joseph from Sports. Coach, I just want to find out from you. This is one of the oldest matches in the league in South Africa. The last time Amazulu won a cup, okay, played in a cup, was 46 years ago. Was not born. They want this at all cost, according to what they're saying. Do matters like those or facts like those play any part, seeing that you're playing against a team that is still in the building process? You come from a background where you probably had a long week going into this match. Now looking at the hungry Amazon who have got nothing to lose coming against you, does the pressure differ from playing against the Sundowns that has got 22 trophies in their cabinet, or playing against the Amazulu that has not had taste of victory in the last 46 years?
No, I think the approach is totally wrong. If a team like Sundowns is collecting trophies every season, it's because they are still hungry, and that's something very difficult to keep it. And then about Amazulu, imagine one team going to the final and saying that it's okay to be here, it doesn't matter the result. Everyone is going to the final with the same thing to lose, them and us. Exactly the same thing to lose, which is a trophy, it's a title. It's 90 minutes, 11 against 11, so don't tell me about favorites or teams who are more hungry than the other, because it's not true. You see, if someone feel or think like that, is because they don't know how a football player thinks about a game like this.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We've come to the conclusion of our press conference with the coach. We'll break for one-on-ones with the players. Thank you.
Thank you.